Hello, guys, and welcome back to Ballin' Out with Timothy Earle. I'm Tim Earle from Picks Parlays and Earle Sports Bets, and we've got a 9-game NBA slate to talk about for Monday, Martin Luther King Day on the 16th. Before we jump into this 9-game slate, we'll go ahead and look back at yesterday, which was a good day. Despite, we'll get into it. I hit the under in the Knicks game, which worked, which was my first play that was on the site. Houston fell flat. Couldn't get them to go my way. They got outscored in the fourth quarter, 30-10, which ended up kind of killing that one. I said Bulls outright though, and the Bulls won outright. Thunder outright. Even though I grabbed the points on both of those. The over in the Sacramento game continues to hit. My best bet was the Denver Nuggets Orlando Magic under 231.5, which fell flat today. I'm still 10-2 on my best bets. My last 12 over the entire season, or over the periods in 2023 so far, 37-24, up 12.11 units, which is 60.6%. 2022 last year, 2023 number one on the site. 2022 number one on the site. 167 and 153 plus 14.62, which is 52.2%. Number one on the site for the entire season, 204 and 177, up 26.73, 53.5%. Having myself a really good NBA season, and we're ready to get back into it. If you guys are interested in grabbing all of my plays, 1 week pass, $70, picksandparlays.net/Tim. Celtics and the Hornets will start it off. It's a 1 o'clock game in Charlotte. Celtics are 7.5 point favorites. 231.5 is the total. And it's an early game, so that means it's an under. You get Charlotte, who's actually been scoring a little bit less as of late. 106, 114, 120, 111. So nothing crazy lately. They've gone under in 2 out of their last 4. Boston's the real one that I'm kind of following. They've gone under in 3 out of their last 4 games, including playing against the Charlotte team in their last game, and that one finishing under the total as well. Early game, I'll go ahead and take the under between the Celtics and the Hornets. Pacers and the Bucks, my best bet is in this game. So once again, if you guys are interested in going after that 1 week pass, there you go. My best bet is on the total in this game. So I'll look at a side, and we will go towards the Pacers. It's a lean towards the Pacers in this one. I'm not going to be betting it. Oh, yeah, forgot. Disclaimer. I don't bet every single one of these, and these lines are subject to change. I'm currently recording this at 11 p.m. On Sunday night, so the lines are definitely subject to change, and I don't bet all of these. I lean Pacers. My strongest bet's in the total, and that's where I'm going to end up going more heavy on, is going after the total. I'll probably not bet the Pacers, but best bet. Make sure you guys check that out. Pelicans and the Cavs are going to go at it as well. The Cavaliers are 6-point faves. 223 is the total. We still get a Cleveland Cavaliers team that's one of the best home teams in the NBA. 18-4 at home this year. 14-7-1 against the spread. The big thing is that the Pelicans are just they're not doing as well without Zion. They've lost 3 out of their last 5. Their only wins were against Washington and Detroit, which are not good teams, and they were favored in those games anyway. Sorry, they were not favored against Washington, but they were favored in their last game against Detroit. I don't see them being able to outdo Cleveland with how well Cleveland's been playing lately. Although Cleveland did lose their last game, I'm going to grab Cleveland minus the 6.5. I think that it's just too much for a Zion-less Pelicans team to come over. Raptors and the Knicks will be going at it. The Knicks are 3-point faves. 224.5 is the total. I'm grabbing the Knicks. This Raptors team is just a mess. Although they won 3 in a row before that Atlanta game, I'm still not a believer in them. They did that all at home. Now this is their first game away from home in 6 games. They played 9 out of their last 10 games in Toronto. I think it's a bad spot for this. The Knicks have been playing better as of late. They've won 3 straight, and actually 7 out of their last 8 games they've won. The only game they lost was against Milwaukee. So not a bad loss at all. I'll go ahead and take the Knicks to keep on rolling. The Warriors are 1.5-point faves in Washington, taking on the Wizards. The total is 232.5 in this game, and I'm after the Wizards. I think it's a weird line. And actually, I see some threes now, so the line's going to move. You still got a Golden State team who's A, on a second leg of a back-to-back, and B, they are now 4-17 on the road this year. I'm going to go ahead and grab Washington to take care of business in this one. I'll take them on the money line. Miami and Atlanta are going at it. Miami is a 1.5-point fave. 223.5 is the total, and it's a Miami game. There's not really much more to put into this one. They are dead last in scoring this year. They're second best defense. They've gone under in 6 out of their last 7. Atlanta's gone under in 5 out of their last 6. This was almost best bet material. Not quite there. This is kind of my number 2 play tomorrow. I really do like the under in Atlanta. 3 games left. We get Utah and Minnesota. Minnesota is a 2.5-point fave. 230.5 is the total, and I'm grabbing Minnesota. This is just a spot. Minnesota's been playing a little bit better as of late. They've actually won 6 out of their last 7 games. Playing some really good basketball. Utah kind of just going through the motions right now. They've lost 3 out of their last 5. And not a good road team against a Minnesota team that's actually played a lot better at home. 14-9 this year. So we'll go ahead and grab a little bit of a Minnesota team to win tomorrow. Take the T-Wolves minus the 2 and a hook. Phoenix and Memphis in the second to last game of the night. And, Memphis is a 10-point favorite. For good reason. They are on fire. They've won 9 straight games. 226.5 is the total. We're most likely going to be without Booker again, without Paul again. Ayton's beat up. I'm taking the under because there's no way I'm laying 10 points on a team. And Phoenix is just not something I want to go after right now. They have been awful. After starting off the year really well, they are now 2 games under 500, sitting in that 10 seed. They actually are, if they lose tomorrow, they're not in a playoff spot anymore. So this is how far that team has dropped. Not a team I want to go after. I'll go ahead and grab the under in that game. Final game of the night, and I will be betting this one. The Rockets and the Lakers. Lakers, 9.5-point faves. 223.5 is the total. Both these 2 teams are on second leg of back-to-backs. The Lakers never, ever, ever deserve to be 9.5-point favorites. I don't care who they're facing. I'm grabbing the Rockets. I think there's a chance the Rockets could win this one. Now, the Rockets did just fall apart against the Clippers. That was in LA as well. We actually had 2 LA teams play at home today. So that's interesting to see. One was in the early, one was a 1:00 game or the early game. One was a late game. Both LA teams played at home. I think it's going to be a tricky spot for them on a back-to-back. Well, both teams are on a back-to-back, but go ahead, give me the Rockets plus the 9.5. If you want to find out all the ones that are on the site and my best bet, you can go ahead and check out the 1 week pass. Once again, number 1 on all of the NBA leaderboards on the picksandparlays.net website. Make sure you guys check out that. And until next time, good luck, everybody. Thank you guys for checking out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle. We'll see you tomorrow.